everyone, and thank you for joining me. A warm welcome to you all. Pisces, this is your reading for July 2020. It seems a long time since I've been here able to undertake the readings for you, so I'm really excited about doing so. Now we will be starting with this deck that you see in front of you, which is actually a Doreen Virtue deck, and it is called the Fairy Tarot cards. So it is a full Fairy Tarot deck. So we will take these and we will start looking at what's in store for you guys for Pisces for July. Now you guys have got a lot of activity going on at the moment that is associated with the eclipse coming in on the 21st of June, which is an eclipse on the solstice day, summer solstice for the northern hemisphere and winter solstice for us down here in the southern. It's a powerful day alone, and on top of that it has got a very big powerful eclipse. And Pisces, there's some energy running through that's rippling around you guys at the moment due to Mars activating some sort of energy field for you guys. So some of you might be feeling this eclipse with great intensity, or your emotions might be quite wired or activated at this time. Let's see what's in store for you through these cards, this tarot deck, for July. Now another thing that I only just read this morning, interestingly enough, was there has been a really large asteroid fly by Earth in between the moon and the Earth, which isn't that common. It was quite a large one, and it was only noted after it had flown by, and that was on June the 5th and the 6th. Now asteroids also impact our energetic field, so they can alter our feelings, moods and emotions and situations that go on globally as well. And at the moment, let's just say it's pretty heated out there and there's a lot going on. These times are the times of immense change, and we are all involved in it at one level or another, and henceforth with that we are personally involved as well as collectively. Your first card out, which happened to shoot on the floor, is the Nine of Cups. And this one, in this deck, it's referred to as the Nine of Summer. Wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Now I did just say that with all this amazing, unbelievable energy that is around at the moment, certainly with the eclipse coming in, there is bound to be activation of many sorts for many people at different levels. This is a wonderful card to start your reading with. So if there's something that you have been trying to instigate or something you have wanted to have happen, then there's a possibility for you that this wish or this desire or manifestation could appear in this time frame. I think the other thing to be aware of is that you need to often make sure that this is activated and enabled. A lot of people sort of think, oh okay, so I wish to have a new job, or I wish to have a new partner, but then you don't carry that seed on. It's always about igniting the seed but then taking it further. The next one is the Prince of Autumn, or the Knight of Autumn. Dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous, cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail and kindness to others. And we are seeing kindness, or the desire for kindness on the planet, playing out really intensely now, especially around certain issues. And that happened with the very sad passing of George Floyd, and this has gone to such a global, heart-centered desire to see everyone treated with kindness and treated fairly. And so again, this message just keeps on coming through, and I think although it's collectively very active at the moment, the message runs through to us individually. So adapting to and bringing kindness into situations around you, whether or not they are arduous or difficult or a little bit tenuous, would be really advantageous for you. This Prince of Autumn is an earth sign person, and it might be someone that you are dealing with one way or another. Now usually they're not necessarily that old, the knights, so they can be a little bit younger. This could be for some of you a new love interest coming in, or it could be a family member or a friend that you already know. It might be something tied up with this wish scenario. So something about this person or an event or a planning or organisation that is going on with this person might be about to manifest and eventuate. Now, if it's not a person, the Prince of Autumn or the Knight of Pentacles is often considered a financial situation, and sometimes this can be about careers or financial opportunities. So maybe a stabilization of something in your financial area. I know a lot of people globally have had financial impediments over these last few months with the global lockdown, and a lot of people have suffered either a loss in job or even a cut back in wages. So there may be some providence coming through about your finances, and it might also be tied up to the wish. Maybe your finances are coming back online, or maybe for some of you there's a job offer. It feels positive that both of these cards are boding something positive happening in that realm. Now, also the Pentacles can be a long duration event because they are the slowest of the cards to manifest. So even though it might be a wish coming true, it may evolve over some time. So timing might be something that you keep in mind. If you're really eager for something to happen right in the here and now, it may be beginning the process and it may still take some time to fully evolve. Let's see what else is in here for Pisces for July 2020. Actually, that one's coming out. The 10 of Swords is about the endings of something. So it says the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, and the end of an addiction or codependency. This doesn't surprise me in many ways given the energies that are coming in at the moment in regards to this eclipse. There could be a lot of stuff shuffled around for you guys personally at the very personal level, and sometimes it might be the ability to kick off something like an addiction or an obsession or something that has been incredibly out of balance. For some of you, this might be the farewelling of situations in your life that have not been serving your greatest purpose. Now, this could include friendships, or it could include people within a community that you've associated with. So the 10s are about farewelling a time frame that has been in your life for some time and will have at some point served a great purpose, and especially of learning, growth, awareness and awakening. Now it's cautioning you that it's time to let go of that and move on. The 10 of Winter can also feel as if sometimes you've been let down by someone, as if there might have been heartbreak around this, and it could be quite a sudden event. So this is a possibility for some of you. You may feel as though you've been betrayed at one level or another, or if there hasn't been support somehow, especially when you felt you needed it. Now this could be an ongoing energy through the month of July, just because of the eclipse and the energy that Pisces is traversing through. So some of you might find it in a really powerfully, emotionally intense time, and some of these events may rise for you. But remember what this says, the resolution of difficulties and the end of an addiction or codependency, a weight lifted off your shoulders and moving into the new era. And I think that's really important to focus on. Some of you may also have pain in your back, and you may require surgery or relief one way or another, like going to see a chiropractor or having some sort of medical or therapy intervention. And it might be new age intervention like healings, reikis, osteopathy or something along those lines, but it might be more traditional as well. So just a couple more from this deck for Pisces for July. What else would you like to tell them? Some of you are moving around. There's like a feeling of movement, and this movement may be quite sudden, and it might even be through the air. So some of you might find yourselves flying through the air. So just one more card for you guys from this deck, just to look into any more aspects for Pisces. What else would you like them to know, understand, meditate on, or focus on? Pisces for July 2020. from this particular deck. We will look into some other decks before the reading's over. For July 2020 for Pisces. I think it's this card here. The Empress, number 3, a major arcana. Time to take action, the power of creativity and success that allows for a life of luxury. Well, what a beautiful card to get. And I think focusing on an opulent positive like this, at times when we appear to be more collectively in a tempestuous and uncertain timeline on Earth at the moment, if we take the time to move out of heated situations or worry or anxiety or trepidation, and we allow ourselves to, even if it's daydreaming or fantasizing about feeling this beautiful, positive, opulent energy, then these will be the vibrational essences and thoughts that we carry forward with us that will shape our future. And at the time of eclipses, which it is eclipse season right now, this is a powerful time of transformation and also manifestation. So focusing on what you really desire and how you want to feel and the vibrations you want around you is very, very important. Now the Empress can also mean fertility, so a time of fertile abilities, both with conception of pregnancies, but also fertility of the mind and the creative resources that we have within. So I see down here there's a little padlock at the bottom of what looks to be like a pomegranate almost, or a fruit of some sort. The padlock is there to be opened, and inside the padlock will contain a resource of some sort for you to open. Now Pisceans, you are incredibly creative people. I know so many Pisceans, and I would say most of my friends are Piscean people as well. You all have this ability to dig really deep and connect with your core being or your higher self or collective conscious to pull in on this creative realm. So for some of you, this might be a heightened period of activation of creativity, ideas, especially in the arts. So writing, creating something, designing something, bringing a product, idea, or creation from the thought into the here and now reality. The Empress also has a degree of fertility of chemistry, in as much that sometimes this insinuates there can be activation with people being very attracted to you and they find you chemically, interesting. So this can be a heightened time of new romance or reigniting current relationships that might have been under stress or haven't been your prime focus for a while. So there's a lot of different positives within this beautiful Empress card. So we will put them up there for now, and I will pull some from this deck, which is the Oracle Energy cards. This is for Pisces for July 2020. What is it you would like them to focus on? The Goddess of the Moon, and of course the Moon plays a major role in July with the eclipse. So the eclipse and also the new moon, which seems to be highlighted in here, could be very, very powerful for you. Really, if you guys get the time and you can tune into the ecliptical energies, you might find this amazing resource of creative power coming through. Your intuition might be highlighted as well, or heightened. So tune into your psychic abilities. You may receive extra messages through the dreamscape. You might find that synchronicities become far more powerful and meaningful to you. This could be a time of doors that open in the most unusual of ways. So don't discard strange messages or something that you wouldn't normally follow a lead on, or that you wouldn't normally think would fit into your life. It might well be the very thing that is the next direction for you as you move forward. Powerful energies around, as I say, in the eclipse season, and definitely in the celestial realm. So another couple of cards here for Pisces for July 2020. Man holding a heart, and we mentioned just before with the Empress that there may have been an indication of romance. There might be someone who finds you guys, you know, really just as what they're looking for in life. So there's this opportunity of a new partnership coming, and it's likely to be a romantic partnership, or romance is reimagined for you or reactivated one way or another. There is also a possibility that this is a partnership of other sorts that is emerging, blossoming, growing, or expanding as well. And sometimes this could be a partnership in a business terms, or just a partnership as a deep friendship or a support type person. But there's a feeling of, even though we had here in the beginning the 10 of Swords, which is like walking away from something and someone who may not have backed you, there's also this over here which is a completely different set of energies going on. So there is this potentiality for great support around you, and it's camaraderie, it's friendship, it's someone who has your back. So it feels to me as if some of you might have a duplicity of stuff going on. There might be this that's happened, but someone in the other aspects of your friendships or partnerships or relationships says, don't worry, we've got this together, and we will walk through it, and we will head in this new direction, and we will activate this creativity and bring this new direction into success and prosperity, because the timing is right. Wishes can come true. So what else do we have here for Pisces for July? What else would you like to tell them? The Angel of Strength. And I think this is a very good card for you guys to have appear, especially if there is anything where you are feeling that you want to clear something out or free yourself up of any previous vibrations that may have been holding you back, or bringing a shadow, or devaluing you, or lowering your strength. Now the strength can be at the emotional, mental, physical, or spiritual level, and depending on where this is really resonating with you will depend where this Angel of Strength is going to be focused in your life. I feel for some of you it feels as though you've lost a degree of your personal strength, as if someone has zapped it or taken some of it away. It feels as though you have perhaps been stifled or held back one way or another, and that might be what this feeling of like being flattened, or no support, or no freedom. This card can often feel as if there hasn't been freedom in something you've been wanting to do, experience, or move around with. So the Angel of Strength gives you back your personal strength for empowerment, for taking control, for being able to feel in charge, and for making decisions. And decisions can be, as I say, about anything in terms of relationships, your job, career, health in particular, but also this creativity and around such things as career, ideas, concepts, and designs. So some of you will become activated and ready to jump into a productivity are the words that I keep getting, like a productivity of some sort. While we were talking about that, there was a lot of action and productivity. I think you could hear the dog, my little dog, barking in the background. And speaking of animals, since we finished with an animal there, and I could hear Stevie barking, we have now got the Animal Tarot deck out, or the Animal Oracle deck. These are lovely cards just to finish off your reading, to see if there is a final message for you, and to see what this final message might be for Pisces for July 2020. Moth Spirit. Surrender now. And I think the surrender definitely goes with the card that we were just holding up. surrender to the things that have not been creating service to you, that may have been causing blockages or may have slowed you down or disabled your strength. And by surrendering, you regain your strength and your power. You can feel uplifted. You can leave behind anything that has created a blockage, literally, or has been a codependency or an addiction, or something that hasn't served you to your highest good. These are the times right now where we are moving into freedom, and we can see that coming at all levels in the collective conscious, and we are all individually part of the collective. So as we allow our own personal strength to come back and guide us into light and making wise decisions, and we are enabling ourselves to drop off anything that doesn't serve us, we are surrendering to the power of knowing that we are heading into the next journey, into the next timeline, if you like. And this is not just individually, but very much for the masses as well. In surrendering, it may feel difficult. It may feel as though you are giving some of your strength away, but in fact you are regaining your power when you surrender, especially to the things that have had a hold over you. So what I will do is read from the book for you. Moth Spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with spirit, or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it has become a compulsion or addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when Moth Spirit appears, it is time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overreacting, perfectionism, overeating, or addiction to certainty or even to a person may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all other pursuits that matter to you. Now is a time for surrender and radical acceptance, so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control, so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your moth energy. Banish the shoulds and musts, so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. And there is a protection message here as well, and some of you might feel more aligned to this perspective of the message, so I will read that out. Moth Spirit can be intense, and honesty about your own compulsive tendencies is needed right now. It is too easy to switch from one addiction to another, distracting yourself from the discomfort of uncertainty and the thoughts and emotions that rise when you aren't single-mindedly pursuing a goal. Moth Spirit calls to you to practice moderation in all things and recognize when you think you are headed toward the light but are really heading into a fire that will cause burnout. Why are you so resistant to letting up? Could you be avoiding difficult emotions you need to feel and release? Now is a time to do a fearless inventory so that your addictive tendencies can be toned down and rechanneled into enthusiastic activity in moderation. You are not a machine. Listen to Moth Spirit's message that a change is needed to support your well-being. Maybe deep down you know you have become too attached to something and someone. Let go of your need to control the outcome and allow yourself to remember the many ways you want to channel your energy. To relationships, to work, to giving to others, to self-care, and to all other pursuits you value. So surrender now and know that you will move into the new energy, the new force field, the new direction. And by bringing the balance or letting go of the things that haven't served you. And it's not just addictions. Remember, this could be codependency, or it could be unbalanced relationships that have not been in a healthy light or a healthy manner. Now is the time, because this right now is July and June come upon us, and the eclipse season is here in its full energy. This is the time to take action, and it's the time to formulate the way you want your life to head, especially for the rest of 2020, but even further afield than that as we move into 2021. Just be able to free up the stuff that shouldn't be hanging around in the background and allow your strength to come back in. And know that as you do that, you'll change direction in the most profound ways, and you'll manifest the dreams and wishes that you have wanted to for so long. And you will feel the harvest of the Empress energy. And surrendering now may also be surrendering to, when it said surrender the need to worry about the fine details and all the little things. If we constantly put on hold something like a project, a concept, an idea, a design, a partnership, a relationship, because we're worried about the finer details not necessarily being accurate or good enough or right or in the exact way you want them to be, then nothing would ever happen. And by surrendering the need to have everything perfect, you're allowing this amazing creative energy to come in, and this amazing manifestation and harvest energy. And again, the wishes begin to appear and take shape. So moth spirit surrendering energy, look upon it in as many different aspects as you can, for there is a lot of emotion and light and direction in that. And when you think of a moth in nature, a moth always flies to the light, and that light provides us with insight and connectedness and awe and inspiration. So thank you all for joining me for this July reading, and I do wish you all wonderful surrender, and surrender anything that you need to let go of so that you can further your journey and move into the light and feel that power of the harvest and the wishes coming true. Check your moon and rising signs, because you will find just as many wonderful messages within them. And I wish you all a wonderful, safe and happy July ahead. Remember to be safe, be well and be kind to each other. Much love. Namaste.